Hey there, Omar Zenome here. I wanted to shoot you this quick video to show you how you can create a complete marketing and sales funnel for your coaching or training business with one tool, Webinar Ninja. And I want to show you how you can do everything. I'm talking about A to Z, from the actual collecting of the lead to nurturing the lead to selling your product or service to charging for your product and delivering your training. So let's jump right into it. Let me show you firsthand how to make this happen. All right, let's start by defining what are the three critical parts of any successful marketing or sales funnel. Number one, you need to collect qualified leads. Number two, you need to be able to turn those leads into customers. You need to sell them on your product or service, your coaching, your training. And number three, you need to charge people for your product or service. You need to collect money, and you need them to put their credit card information, and you get the money, and then you have to deliver on that offer and actually provide the training, deliver the training. So what if you wanted to do this right now with any kind of funnel tool, with any kind of landing page tool? What would you have to do? Well, what's going to happen is you're going to have to hodgepodge, Frankenstein, a whole bunch of external tools to make this work, to make it look good, to provide what you need to provide to your customers, to actually turn them into customers. So let's just walk through really quickly the headache that you're currently going through. Number one, you're going to have to create a landing page. You have to have a landing page builder. You have to create a landing page, put a registration form, because you're going to provide them with something of value, a cheat sheet, a downloadable, so that they can become a lead. They can get on your email list. So you're going to have to first create this landing page. Okay. Next, you're going to have to take that form and make sure that it integrates with your email marketing service provider, whether it's MailChimp or Aweber or any of these that you see or anything else. You need to make sure that form actually, when people put their name and email address, it actually is integrated with this tool, and that contact gets added there. And you want to make sure that a whole bunch of other things happen, which I'm going to explain in a second. So landing page, and then you have to integrate with the email tool, and then you have to create a thank you page. So after they register, they see a page that tells them what their next steps are. So you have to create this thank you page, make sure it looks nice. You have to, ensure that it has all the right information. Then you have to create an email automation sequence that triggers upon sign up. So inside your email marketing tool, like for example, MailChimp, you're going to have to create a series of emails that says, hey, thanks for signing up. Here's what I promised you, the downloadable, click here, all that kind of stuff, right? And you have to have a bunch of other emails that follow up to try to nurture them and make sure that these leads are not just, forgotten about. You have to nurture them so they can become customers. The next step is you're going to have to then upload whatever you're giving them. Like, for example, if you're giving them a PDF, a cheat sheet, something like that they have to download, that has to live somewhere on a server in the world, whether you're using AWS to store that file or Dropbox or whatever, your shared host. You have to upload that file somewhere, grab that file link somewhere, and make sure it is on your email. So when they click here to download on that automated email that you set up, you need to make sure that that link actually works and they can download the file. And that's the next step. You have to take that link, make sure you add it to the sequence, make sure it works, make sure that it's public and people can download it. So as you can see, we're just trying to collect the lead. This is just step one, okay? And there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of tools you have to use. It's a bit of a headache, if you ask me. And I really hated this process. I was like, this is ridiculous, right? How many steps I have to go through just so I can collect a lead just from the back end. So what I wanted to do is make it super simple and just integrate everything, not just the collecting the lead, but also the sales, the marketing, and delivery of my product or service into Webinar Ninja. So let me show you how that is done. Let's not forget, we still have two big parts we have to create. I just gave you 6 steps that you would have to do if you're doing lead generation, just the lead generation part. Now we have to be able to sell our product or service, make an offer, turn them into a customer, and then charge them, be able to take their payment information, charge them, and then deliver our training, our coaching. So these are the remaining parts. But I'm going to show you with Webinar Ninja how you can do all 3 parts easily, and they're all integrated with one tool. So let's start with part 1, lead generation, and how we're going to do it with Webinar Ninja. So my first piece of advice is whatever you're going to do for lead generation, make sure it's something they can implement quickly, not something that is going to take them a day or two to consume, whether it's an ebook or some sort of 12 video course. That's great value, but if they don't actually do it, if they don't actually consume it, then unfortunately it's not going to really help you out and be able to nurture that lead and earn that trust with that lead. So make it quick, something like a one-page checklist, a cheat sheet, a script, something they can implement and use immediately. So here are the steps of creating that lead generation part of the funnel with Webinar Ninja. This is it. This is not a typo. It's just one step. You're going to create a Watch Now webinar with a timed handout. And I'm going to show you right now. Let's go into Webinar Ninja. I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a Watch Now webinar and make it your lead generation tool. Let me show you. All right, I'm inside my Webinar Ninja account, and now I'm going to create an automated Watch Now webinar. Let's go ahead and choose automated, scroll down, and give my webinar a title. So here's my title, Webinar Email Scripts That Sell. This is the name of the cheat sheet, of the guide that I'm going to be giving as a lead magnet so I can get the lead. This is going to be a free webinar. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to choose what type of automated webinar I'd like. For this purpose, we're going to choose Watch Now. That means they can just opt in and get access to the webinar immediately, okay? And now I'm going to move down and say, when do I want this to end? How long do I want to run this opt-in for? So I can just easily choose any day. I like to run my opt-ins for 3 months. So say, for example, I run it for March, April, May, and then I'll end it at the end of May, okay? And then I'll revisit it. Maybe I will rerun it after that. The next step is to add a video. So you might be saying, Omar, I don't have a video. I just have my lead magnet, my PDF that I'll be giving people. Well, that's okay. You don't need to make a full-length webinar. This could be a 5-minute video. It could be a 2-minute video. All you got to do is just shoot a video sharing your screen explaining the guide you're giving them. Share your screen and show them, just like I'm sharing my screen right now. Show them the guide and walk them through it. This is like an extra bonus that they're not even expecting. So go ahead and do that. It's very, very simple. If you don't have any screen recording software like QuickTime on your computer, this is a very easy fix. You could just run a live test webinar inside of Webinar Ninja, share your screen, run the webinar as if it was live, and then just use that recording as your video. So if I just add video, I can either use a YouTube video I might have, or I could just upload it directly from my computer, a video that I just shot, or I can go to the library that I already have videos that I've uploaded in the past, YouTube videos that I've used before, or replays. So I'm just gonna grab this video and pop it in. This is the video I'll be using. I'll add it, and that's it. You are pretty much done. You're going to hit create webinar, and Webinar Ninja is going to create everything. And I mean everything. Your landing page, your thank you page, the registration form, everything. So now I'm just going to scroll down to my webinar right here. I'm just going to publish it. Okay. I'm going to make it private for the moment because I just want to do this as an example. And then I'm going to hit publish. Now I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to add my handout. So I'm just going to do show all, go in here. I'm going to go into the studio and I'm going to add my handout inside of my webinar. All right, I'm inside my automated webinar, and what I've done here is I've added a handout. A handout will allow my users to download my lead magnet right when they attend the webinar. So I'll just edit it to show you what it looks like, but I just gave it a title and I gave it a description, and then I added a file. Nice and easy. Now, adding a file with Webinar Ninja is so easy. You could just upload the file directly from your computer. You don't need to worry about putting on Amazon or Dropbox. We will host the file for you and make it available for download for your leads, okay? I already had this in my media library. I have a lot of files here, and I just added it, nice and simple. And then I hit save, and then if I like, I can set a timer. So let's say, for example, I want to do a quick intro in my video before I give them the PDF. I can just set a timer. I set it for 5 seconds later, and that's it. I'll update, and it's all set. You can also, and I recommend this because this is all part of the funnel, add an offer, okay? An offer, in my opinion, in this funnel should be get to my next live webinar. You're going to invite them to your next live webinar so that you can sell them on your product or service or your coaching package. So say, for example, let's go and edit this real quick. This is what it looks like. I already attend my live demo because this is Webinar Ninja, but let's say you're coaching somebody, you're maybe a copywriter. Learn more about my copy coaching sessions, right? I can even have a subheadline if I want, some extra offer text if I like, but I kept it simple. And I just have an image that I've added. You can add images, of course. Here you can edit this. You can add the image if you like. I already added it. I'm all good. And here is the text for the actual button, for the registration button. And here is the link to your registration page. So you would just copy and paste your registration page link for your live webinar that you can create inside of Webinar Ninja. You just grab the link, you pop it in here, and they can go and attend your next live webinar. Nice and simple. And you just hit save. And I also set a timer for this one. So here's my timer. It's 1 minute after the start of the webinar, and they will see this offer. Nice and simple. So let's see what it looks like from the attendee side when they register and grab your actual downloadable. Okay, I've entered the webinar. I have the video playing, and I muted this video so I don't hear double audio. But now that I'm in here, a few seconds later, I'm going to see the handout show up. Okay, there is the handout showing up. And right now I have the handout. I can just hit download. And as you can see, I have the file right here, and I can just easily download it like I normally would. Download the file. It's right here. Now it's been a minute, so I see the offer show up too. Now here we go. And I can click this link and I can register for the webinar. I can click here. It'll open in a new tab and I will see the link for the webinar. Nice and easy. So as you can see, this is so simple. You create a very simple Watch Now webinar and it creates the whole funnel for you. Again, it's dead easy to use. Everything is in one place, and you can see all your registrants inside of Webinar Ninja, all your contacts, all your leads. And then right here, you can manage the email notifications. Remember we talked about the email automations you're gonna have to set up with your email marketing service? Well, you don't have to do that. With Webinar Ninja, we have built-in email automations. They get confirmations when they register, and you can add new notifications if you wish to the series. And you can save this as default and use it for the future. That simple. So we created our Watch Now webinar with Webinar Ninja, so now we can collect leads. We've got the lead generation part down. Now we're going to sell and convert our leads into customers, and that's very simple. We're going to use a tool that is the most high converting tool for sales conversions, and that's webinars. So just like I showed you, you're going to put your next live webinar link inside your offer, inside your Watch Now webinar, so that when they go to download their file, they'll see that link in the offer, they'll click it, they'll register for your live webinar. In your live webinar, if you're coaching, if you're training, what you're going to do is you're going to use this live webinar to give people a taste of your training. So you're going to run a hot seat masterclass where you're going to display your expertise, your coaching, your training right then and there so they can sign up for your program. You don't need to sell anything. You're just going to show them how you can solve problems. So how are you going to do this? Here are the steps for your live webinar. You're going to create 1 hour live webinar, and I'll show you inside of Webinar Ninja how to do that and how easy it is. And then on the webinar, you can ask people in the questions area, hey, submit your biggest problems. What are you working with? What are you struggling with right now in your business? What's the biggest hurdle for you right now to move to the next level? So you're going to ask that question, and everybody in the webinar is going to put that inside the questions area. And in the questions area in Webinar Ninja, you can allow people to upvote. So other people can vote up a particular question so you can know which one is the most popular. By doing that, by kind of just having them vote on which questions are the hottest questions, you can invite 4 to 5 of those people that ask those questions as a hot seat member. And that means you can make them a presenter on the fly, right? And I'll show you a demo of that. So you will create this webinar, you'll join, you'll ask people, hey, what are you struggling with? They'll put it in the questions area, people will upvote, and then the top 4 to 5, depending on how much time you have, you can bring them on and you can coach them live. Everybody's going to learn from this. Not only the person that's being coached, but most people have similar challenges and problems. So the other people watching on the webinar are going to learn a ton from you helping them go through it. Whether you're coaching them on copywriting, like in my example, or webinars, or you're coaching them on their business, or you're coaching them on how to improve their sales or marketing, whatever it is, or maybe you're a yoga teacher, or maybe you're a financial advisor, you're going to be coaching them on that webinar live. You can take 10 minutes each person, and then after that, you can create an offer to allow people to join your group coaching, right? Group coaching is one of the easiest ways for you to scale your coaching. And that leads us to the next part of the funnel, okay, where you're going to charge and deliver your offer. And that's the last piece that we're going to do. And guess what? We're going to do it with Webinar Ninja. You're going to create that offer in the live webinar, and I'll show you in a moment how to do that. And you're going to link to what we call a series webinar. You're going to sell group coaching with a series webinar, and Webinar Ninja offers this type of webinar where people can register once and they are registered to a series of different dates. Okay, so say for example, you want to run a coaching group that meets twice a month. You can create those dates, those types of webinars inside of your series webinar. And then from there, they can just click and go ahead. Now, what's great about our webinars at Webinar Ninja, you can create any kind of webinar and make it live. You can make it recorded. You can also make it free or paid. Okay, so you can charge for your paid series webinar. So in this case, you're doing a live group coaching call. So you can have them register for the whole series. They pay a fee. Say, for example, for 3 months, it's $2,000. And you can just have them put their credit card information and you get the money in Stripe instantly. The checkout page is already built into Webinar Ninja. And guess what? You can use that Make Presenter feature to run your regular group coaching sessions, putting people on hot seats and coaching them. Okay? And of course, you can use the handout feature as well to give them a PDF workbook that they can use as you go through each session. I do this all the time when I'm coaching. I give a PDF at the top of the session that allows them to take notes on the topic I'm talking about during that coaching session. All right, so let me show you inside of Webinar Ninja how we're going to build those two parts that's left, the sales webinar as well as the series webinar that we can charge for, so that we have the complete funnel for our coaching and training. Let's jump in. All right, let's create our second layer of the funnel, which is the sales portion, where we're going to create a live sales webinar, show what we got with our coaching, and then sell our coaching package with the series webinar. So let's first create that live webinar. Let's give it a title. Let's say I call it Sales Page Teardown Free Coaching. So I'm going to be coaching my clients on their sales pages. So I'm the host. I can add presenters if I want beforehand. But for me, I'm just going to keep it just me for now. I'm just going to choose a date. Let's say I'm going to do this March 17th. And I will do this at, let's say, 1 p.m. for 1 hour. This is going to be a free webinar because I'm going to be, again, showing my value on this free webinar so they can buy my product, my coaching package. So I'm going to hit Create Webinar. And once I hit Create Webinar, Webinar Ninja is going to create all my aspects again, my email notifications, my registration page, my thank you page, every aspect. It's done. It's created. Okay, so now that I have created my webinar, I can just simply go to the webinar right now. Here's my sales page, Teardown Free Coaching. I can enter the studio and I can set up the things I want to set up. So I'm in the studio. I can go inside and I can go ahead and create my offer for my sales webinar. This is where I'm going to put the link for my series webinar, the one that I'm going to create next, where it's going to allow them to pay for my coaching package, my live coaching package, which will be in the form of a series webinar. So I could just put that link once I create that webinar. Of course, I can add the button text. I can add the offer. So say, grab my coaching package. And then I can have, special rate. And then I can just say, like, for example, $2,000 for 3 months. I can add an image to the offer if I like, or not if I don't want to. I can just add button text. I can just say, get live coaching. Okay? And of course, I can add more information if I like to the offer. That's up to me. I can add an image if I like. Let's say I choose this image, done deal, and then I hit save. And I have my offer. I can trigger this manually when I'm live and just show it whenever I want to, or I can set a timer if I like and have it set a timer. Now, don't forget, Webinar Ninja has some awesome features like polls. You can create live polls at any time. And then here's that question feature. So people can ask questions, and those questions can be upvoted, and you can see which questions are the ones that get the most votes. So you can say, okay, let's take that question first, get on the hot seat, make somebody presenter. So here we go. I can even just order it by number of votes, and then anytime somebody asks a question and votes up. And I'll show a quick demo of that right now. So I'm in one of my past webinars, and I just wanted to show you how my attendees are able to ask questions and upvote questions. Now, during the live, you'll see these questions in the order of upvotes, and I can even change that setting if I want to here, and I can go chronological or by upvotes. By default, after the webinar is over, it's going to show in the order I answered those questions. But I just wanted to show an example of how people can easily ask questions. You can rank them by upvotes, and then you can take the top questions and bring those people on and coach them live with Make Presenter. Okay, we're back, and let me show you how you can bring them on stage with Make Presenter. We have a Make Presenter feature right here, and here you could just search anybody who's a presenter at the time. Right now this is just a test webinar, so there's nobody there, but let me show you a demo of how that works right now. So here's an example of bringing on an attendee as a presenter at any time. And as you're adding them, you can even change the layouts and move them around the screen and look like a pro. Okay, there is that demo of Make Presenter. Nice and simple. This is where you convert them into customers. They click on your offer, they sign up for your series webinar. Let's create that series webinar. All right, let's create the series webinar. I'm just going to choose a series type, and I'm going to give it a title. Let's say I'm going to give it a title of Copywriting Coaching for Pros, and this is my coaching. Okay, they can sign up for my coaching here. So how many sessions I want to offer, I'm going to just go because it's 3 months. Let's say, for example, I do twice a month, so we'll do 6 sessions. And here I just give each session a title. So I can, give it a title based on the topic of that coaching session, and I just give it a date and time. Then I can choose if it's live or recorded. This is live coaching, so we're going to make them all live. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that in really quick. All right, I'm all set. I got the titles for all the sessions in my series. I have the dates, I have the times. I'm all good to go. Nice and simple. And the last thing I'm going to have to do here is just make this a paid webinar. I am integrating with Stripe in my account, so I'll automatically get paid with Stripe. Stripe is absolutely free to start with, and we take no commission, and you automatically get your cash as soon as you're charged, which is great. It goes right into your Stripe account. Stripe usually pays out in about 2 days. Fantastic. So I'm going to give a price to this. So we said this is $2,000. So let me go 222. There we go. .00. That's the price. That's it. All I have to do is create webinar series, and guess what? Everything is created. It's very, very cool because everything, your registration page, your thank you page, the checkout form, all the email notifications that go out to give them their link so they can attend the next webinar when the date comes up, all that stuff is set up for you. Let's take a look at what it looks like actually for the registrant when they go to buy your coaching package. Okay, I am on the registration page for my series webinar. This is my coaching package. I have a new registration page, a different template that I used. As you can see, with the series webinar, it automatically converts the registration page to show everybody the series titles, everything right there, and then the dates and the times, nice and easy. You can't get easier than that. You don't need any coding skills or design skills. It's all done here. And then all I have to do is click register to the series for $2,000. That's the price I put. I already populated my email. I can just put my name here, Omar. I'm good to go. And I'm not a robot. It's going to check. And then I'm going to proceed to payment. We have a secure checkout process here with the credit card form. They put the credit card information. They pay. They register. They automatically get an email. So only those who pay get access. And they have a unique tokenized link. So only they can actually attend your series. Super simple for you to deliver your coaching package, charge for it, get the money, and then show up and deliver your live coaching. So that's it. We created your entire marketing and sales funnel for your coaching and training business right inside of Webinar Ninja in minutes. You can literally just watch this video and follow step by step. And I encourage you to implement right now what you've learned, okay? It's going to cost you nothing to get started with Webinar Ninja. We have a 14-day trial on every single plan, so you can actually set this up and start selling your coaching and training before you're even charged for your membership at Webinar Ninja. And the great news for you is that because we're launching Webinar Ninja 6, our greatest and latest update to Webinar Ninja with over 40 plus features, just a few of those 40 plus features I showed you today in this video. Because of this, we are doing a special offer for you, our loyal subscribers. all you have to do is go to webinarninja.com/plans, and in the promo code area, you're going to use the code SECRETLAUNCH and get 20% off your first month or year for any plan. It's your choice. If you want to go monthly, you'll get 20% off your first month. If you want to go annually, you'll get 20% your first year, okay? So just use code SECRETLAUNCH. Let me show you how to do that. So I'm on the plans page, and I'll choose a plan now that fits my needs. You'll also see that all these features are included in all the plans. You'll also see a breakdown of all the money you'll save by going with Webinar Ninja. But I'm going to go and just go ahead and choose the Pro plan. I'm going to go annual. I get a free trial as a new member. I'm just going to set up my account. All right, I filled out my details, and I'm going to hit continue. So in this step, the next step, I'm going to put my promo code, hit apply, and the coupon is added. I will have 20% off. This is what I'll pay after my trial, all set to go. I'll just fill out the rest of the form and create my account. That simple. Webinar Ninja 6 is incredible. It has an all-new broadcast engine with HD quality video, zero delay. You can make anyone presenter just like I showed you. You can have slide previews. There's a whole bunch of things you can explore on our website if you want to see all the different features we have, like the new chat, private messaging, handouts, offers, polls, upvoting. Over 40 plus new features. We're so excited about it, but I want you to discover them yourself when you jump into Webinar Ninja and as you build your marketing and sales funnel for your business. Here are just some of the reasons why our users love Webinar Ninja. It's easy, it's beautiful, it's all in one as you saw in today's video. You can create any kind of webinar, live, automated, series, hybrid, watch now like I showed you, and you don't need to buy other pieces of software. It's all included in one place. You can run free and paid webinars, unlimited registrants, unlimited pages, handouts, offers, polls, unlimited video storage, so you can upload as many videos as you like or keep your replays all in one place. Detailed statistics, 24/7 customer support, the best support in the game that you'll absolutely love. That's there for you right inside the app. Again, to get our launch discount, get 20% off your first month or your first year by using code SECRETLAUNCH at checkout. If you have any questions at any time, you can always reach out to our amazing support ninjas on this page, on any page on our website, and they're there to help you out. I'll see you around. I hope to see you in our members webinar. Speak soon.